Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to another tarot reading from me. So today's topic is going to be predictions for 2023. I know that I said I would do a video about what you need to focus on in order to fulfill your destiny, but I kind of decided last minute that I really want to do a reading on predictions for 2023. To be honest, I am curious about them myself, really. So So I decided, this video is going to be about the predictions for 2023, and I'm going to do the other one next, okay? The one about what you should focus on to fulfill your destiny. So this is for those of you who would like to choose with just crystals. You have these 4 options to choose from. Pile number 1 is this red carnelian crystal. Pile number 2 is this aquamarine crystal. Pile number 3 is this quantum quattro crystal, very interesting. And pile number 4, this is a purple agate, I think, crystal. So these are your 4 options. You can pause the video if you need more time to decide. Of course, I would recommend you take some deep breaths, close your eyes, meditate upon the question at hand. What will 2023 bring for me, or however you want to phrase it? I do want to also mention that I'm not going to be looking at like different categories like romance or career. I am basically going to be reading exactly what I see in the card. So for some of you, it might be more about career, it might be more about romance, because it depends on every person and what the year 2023 is mainly going to bring them, okay? And what spirit wants to tell you through this reading, I mean. Okay, so yes, take as much time as you need, pause the video, and of course, if you feel drawn to more than one crystal, you can listen to several or even all of these options and see what messages resonate with you. I will see you at your reading. So welcome again. This is for those of you who would like to see the selection process. I'm going to select an oracle card for each of these 4 crystals, and this is the selection process, just so you can see that I'm going to select them live. I haven't pre-selected anything. I have pre-selected the crystals, and even with the crystals, I meditate and ask spirit which crystals I should use, because I have a bunch of them. But yes, so I'm going to select the oracle cards now. Spirit, tell me, what is the year 2023 mainly going to bring for pile number 1? The people who chose this crystal, the people who chose this carnelian crystal, what is the year 2023 mainly going to bring them? Help me choose. Okay, something popped out. So you have Butterfly Garden. Okay. Spirit, tell me about pile number 2, Aquamarine. The people who chose this crystal, this Aquamarine crystal. Tell me, what is the year 2023 mainly going to bring them? What is it mainly going to be about? Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit. Tell me, Spirit. Help me out. What is 2023 going to bring for the Aquamarine team? I really feel drawn to this one, so I'm going to reveal them at the end. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the Quantum Quattro crystal? What is the year 2023 going to bring for them? Help me choose the right oracle card. What is the main message you have to send for them about 2023? Tell me, Spirit, what is the main message you have for them about the year 2023? This one, really? Oh, let me see. This one. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4? The people who... Okay. This one, all right. So, pile number 1, you have number 48, Butterfly Garden. Pile number 2, you have Like a Bird, number 22. Pile number 3, Night Ride. Okay. Pile number 4, you have Eva. Wow. Or Ava. However you want to pronounce it. Let me check this. Let me just see that everything is in order. Oh, it looks quite nice, I think. You can see the cards. Yeah, I think you can see the cards. Okay, so once again, for those of you who would like to choose with both crystals and cards, you have to choose from these 4 piles. So you have pile number 1, this card over here, and this crystal, this red carnelian crystal. Pile number 2, you have this card over here and this aquamarine crystal. Pile number 3, you have this card over here and this Quantum Quattro crystal. Pile number 4, you have this card over here and this purple agate crystal. All right, so once again, please take your time to meditate upon the question, you know, what is the year 2023 going to bring for me, or however you would like to phrase it. You can, you know, pause the video, like I said, take some deep breaths, meditate upon the question, and basically just choose the first pile that stands out to you instinctively. Try not to overthink, try not to, you know, choose favorite colors or anything like that. And of course, if you feel drawn to several or even all of them, feel free to watch all of them, even or as many as you feel drawn to, and take whatever messages resonate. And also, I would ask you to please subscribe to my channel. It is free, and I've seen that the vast majority of people who watch my videos are not subscribed to my channel, so please subscribe. It will only take a second, and it is free. And also, if you would like to see when I post a new video, please hit the notifications bell. And also, please comment in the comment section with any feedback you would like to give. It would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So welcome pile number 1. This is your reading if you have chosen this crystal over here, this carnelian crystal, and or this card that says Butterfly Garden. This is going to be the shuffling phase. You can skip this. I'm going to add timestamps because I'm going to be taking my time, and I'm also going to be reading the description for this card once I have selected the rest of the cards. Okay, so let me start with some oracle cards. So Spirit, tell me, what can you tell me about pile number 1, the people who chose the red carnelian crystal? What is the year 2023 gonna bring for them? What is the year 2023 going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit, what is the year 2023 going to bring for them? Okay. So we have enjoyment. Striving and pushing makes life into endless hard work. The more you're inviting love to take over, the more enjoyment comes. Allow me to enjoy this life, dear Lord. Okay, a pretty strong message already. Wait, I need to fix this. Okay, then you have money. All my finances are now in divine order. Love itself knows my needs and is the source for all. I needn't cling to gain or fear loss. Every need will be met through offering all to the divine. Okay, offering all to the divine. And creative blocks. If you are an artist of any kind, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Okay, very nice. Now let me get some more oracle card. Spirit, what can you tell me about 2023 for pile 1? What are the main energies that are going to come into their life during this year? The people who chose the carnelian crystal, what will be their main focus, their main emphasis, the main themes during this year? What are the main themes for this year for them, Spirit? Whoa, okay, that one wanted to come out, so I took a little bit more than I expected. Okay, so you have abundance. Double message about money here. Oh, where am I going to put all these? Oof. Wait, I'm going to put this here. And then you have purity. Interesting. Purity, okay. And then you have transition. Oh, wow. This is mirroring the Butterfly Garden oracle card that you had initially. This woman has like dragonfly wings. So this is going to be a transformational year. And innocence. This is a double message of purity and innocence. Wow. Very nice. I'm loving it already. I am loving it. I don't know if you can see. You probably cannot see the cards, but I have shown them to you. Okay, so let's see if I can sneak them in. Here we have them. Okay. Spirit, tell me, what is pile number 1 going to come across during 2023? What is this year mainly going to bring for them? Tell me, Spirit, what is 2023 mainly going to bring for pile number 1? The people who chose the red carnelian crystal. The red carnelian crystal. Spirit, what is year 2023 going to bring for the red carnelian crystal pile? So you have 5 of Pentacles. Wow. I'm definitely getting a clear picture here. 8 of Wands. 7 of Wands. Ace of Chalices or the Ace of Cups. Eight of Pentacles. Knight of Swords or Knight of Athenes. All right, I'm going to get some more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1? What is the year 2023 going to bring for them? What are the main things that will be brought to them? What are the main things they're going to have to deal with during this year? Tell me, Spirit. What is 2023 going to bring for pile number 1? The Fool. The Lovers. Oh my lord. I mean, look at this. Look at this mirroring over here. So, yes. The Knight of Wands. The 10 of Wands. The 7 of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay. So I'm seeing a lot of things here. So first of all, for you, 2023 is going to be wait, I forgot to read the description for this card. So I'm gonna read the description for this card. So Butterfly Garden, let's say number 40, let's see, 48. Curiosity, discovery, small moments in life. A woman holds a blooming flower in her hand as she gazes towards the sky. On her head sits a butterfly closely examining the purple petals. Enjoying the situation, the woman stands still and quietly soaks in her surroundings. She does not want to disturb the scene. In our daily life, there are so many possible moments that could be precious if we would just take the time to notice them. Be mindful of your surroundings and pay attention. Ask, why is that there? Then make connections. Small observations can lead to great discoveries. Okay. Yes. This is a further confirmation of what I was going to say. So I'm seeing a lot of Leo energy, a lot of 5th house energy here. A lot of you reconnecting with what makes you happy. This innocence, so there's a repeated theme here with the Lovers, the innocence, purity. I think it's like you need to get, and also the Fool energy. This is a year of new beginnings and renewed energy. It's really interesting because you will have the Fool energy under the 5 of Pentacles. So I feel like this is a message from Spirit that you need to be cautious. This is a message from Spirit that you need to be cautious about throwing yourself into potentially bad investments. This is a message of like, you know, not all that glitters is gold. So even though you are wanting for financial security, don't just, you know, take calculated risks, basically. This is the message. So don't just throw yourself head first without you know, looking into reading the fine print, you know. For instance, if you get a job during this year, be very careful with respect to understanding what you are signing up to do, you know, being very careful that you understand exactly all the sides of the contract. That's what I'm trying to say, because it's also because you have here the 7 of Swords. So this shows me this could be a year when you might have to deal with people who are deceptive. You know, either you have to deal with people who are deceptive, or you yourself are being, I mean, not or, it's like at the same time, you yourself are being encouraged maybe to be a little bit sly. And it's really interesting here because you have it under the 8 of Pentacles, which again has to do with career and professional life. So I feel like the message here is work smarter, not harder. See how this resonates also, especially if you are a person who is creative, or maybe you're working in a creative field, because you have this message with creative blocks. And you also have a repeated message here that you need to learn to enjoy yourself. You need to enjoy, you know, the small pleasures of life. Hold on, I have to pause and like fix the camera. All right, so it's like there's a strong message that you need to enjoy the small pleasures of life, because you have this message of enjoyment here. Then you have the Lovers, which to me is 5th house energy. It's also about getting back to what it is you love and what you do for fun without thinking about, you know, how much time it's taking or whether it's going to pay in terms of financial gains. And you have, look at this, innocence and purity. It's like getting back in touch with your inner child, your inner source of creativity and imagination. This is especially true for people who are creative, but it's true for everyone. It's like you can be creative actually in, you know, any field. It's like you don't have to necessarily be an artist in order to be creative. And you also have the Ace of Chalices, which is love. So, and also, that's just it. You have the Ace of Chalices and you have the Lovers. So I feel like for those of you who are in a relationship, this is going to be a great year. You know, there's going to be a lot of affection, a lot of harmony, I think, mostly in the relationship you are in. For some of you, this could be that you might have a new relationship in this year. You might meet someone that you're going to start a significant relationship with, a passionate relationship with, because the Lovers is about passion. But you also need to be careful, right? It's like, because you still have that full energy. So I feel like it's your general energy. It's like, I feel for some of you this year, there's going to be an awakening. There's going to be an awakening of your creativity, of your authenticity, of your, you know, you're going to have a renewed motivation. You're suddenly going to get some inspiration. But in order to get that inspiration, like the card suggests, you have to take time to, you know, enjoy the small things in life, because that's where your inspiration is going to come from. Also from this butterfly garden and from this transition thing. It's also real interesting that you have the transition card and you have the 8 of Wands and then you have the Lovers. So I feel like for some of you, this could be a year when either you're going to take some kind of a significant travel, or for some of you, this could even be you're going to move to a foreign land. Potentially, for some of you, especially if you're single, you might meet someone romantically while on a travel. The 10 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles suggest that you need to learn to ask for help. It's like you're feeling swamped by your responsibilities, and this could be even at your workplace, right? You might be that kind of person that is afraid to say no. And this could be about your workplace, this could be about your life in general, but you need to learn to delegate. You need to learn to say, you know what, I'm tired, I don't want to have to do everything on my own. And whether it's with family members, whether it's at work, like maybe your boss is, you know, overburdening you with tasks that aren't really part of your job description, you need to learn to put your foot down and to say, you know, I can't do it anymore. Like, it's too much. It's because otherwise you're going to burn out. And this is actually why you are, you know, tired. Some of you might be a little bit workaholic, because I'm definitely seeing, for irrespective of whether you're a workaholic or not, 2023 is going to be a year when you're really going to be working on perfecting yourself professionally. So you're going to be taking your career to the next level. You're going to be working diligently towards acquiring new skills or perfecting existing skills. And you're definitely, I'm seeing this repeatedly, you're definitely going to be focused on your career a lot, but then you also have a lot of affection and a lot of chances of enjoying yourself and enjoying life, especially with this Ace of Cups. This is just love, right? This is a year when you're going to love more in general. So whether it's you're going to have a relationship or you're just going to get back in touch with doing what you love you know, in terms of your free time, your hobbies, or even your profession. You could turn something you love into your profession during this year. Huh. This is interesting. Like, I feel some of you, for some of you, I feel like your love language is acts of service. And this is why, well, it goes hand in hand with what I said about some of you finding it hard to say no. Like, you feel like people around you, like if you don't do things for them, they might feel like you don't love them anymore. But the consequences of that is that you might be overburdened, tired, and you feel like you have to do everything yourself. So it's really important that you communicate with the people around you, that you are clear about what makes you happy, what doesn't make you happy. And if you are tired and you're doing more than your share, you need to, you know, you need to put your foot down really and tell people to basically carry their own weight. Like I said, whether it's about work, whether it's about family, you know, you also need to like love, you know, because again, it sounds cliche, but love starts with self-love, right? So you need to, first of all, respect yourself. The Wheel of Fortune is really interesting here. So the Wheel of Fortune says, and also with the Knight of Swords, which is about a little bit of drama here. So I feel like there's also going to be some kind of sudden change, most likely to do with your profession. So overall, this is especially for those of you who have considered maybe changing your career, your profession, going back to school. There's definitely a sign that this is, you know, this is pretty much a good year for you, a good trajectory for you to take this year. Since there's so much 10 here, there's so much 10, there's so much 6, there's also a lot of 5 and 8. So the overall energy, and you also have 7 twice. The 7 of Swords and the 7 of Wands. So to me, this shows you are going to also be quite introverted this year, which goes hand in hand with, you know, all the cards that say inspiration and you know, relax and enjoy the small moments of everyday life. You're probably going to also you know, go back to yourself, and you're going to need to spend some time in solitude to get back to who you really are, to be authentic. And that's where your creativity, that's where your spark of inspiration is going to come from. But overall, I see a lot of resilience. I see a lot of strength. I see a lot of you are going to be tested when it comes to your resilience, your endurance, and your dedication. When it comes to your professional life and when it comes to your, if you will, karma, right? Especially if you come from my astrology channel, you know that there's this thing called social karma, which is what we call career. And it's signified by the 10th house in the natal chart in astrology, right? And you have a lot of 10 energy here and a lot of 8. So to me, and also with the 5 of Pentacles, that was the main thing I wanted to say. And also with the 8. So I'm seeing some ups and downs when it comes to your finances. It's like, this could be a rags to riches story, to be honest, for some of you, most dramatically, right? You're definitely going to see a change in your finances, and I think most likely it's for the better, provided that you are, you know, up to the challenge, right? That you maintain your inner strength, your fortitude, you don't give up, you stand in, you know, firm in your convictions. You have a lot of passion with all these wands energies and also with the Lovers. So I'm feeling like a lot of you are suddenly going to feel the drive and the inspiration to pursue what you want to do for a living. Like something new, most likely, some kind of a passion project, a career that you are really passionate about. And you can definitely see a significant change when it comes to your finances. You're going to have abundance, but there's clearly a message here of don't overemphasize on money. Don't overemphasize money, you know? So it's like, do what you love. You know, it's kind of like that message, do what you love and the money will follow, right? So I'm telling you to be reckless here. Of course, it's a good idea to be cautious to some extent, at least, right? Have some savings and all that. But mainly the message is like I said initially, work smarter, not harder, right? So you have this tendency to think, oh, the burdens of the world are on my shoulders and I need to do everything myself and everything is hard work. But you also need to, you know, potentially look towards an easy way out. Be sly. Look at this with this message here, right? So it doesn't mean like tricking people for a living, but you know, like I said, there are probably ways that you can make money that require less effort, that are less taxing. And also, of course, don't forget to make it clear, you know, to enforce your boundaries in terms of telling other people to carry their own weight, you know, pull their own weight. Don't take on other people's responsibilities, you know, because it's just going to make you burn out, feel tired and miserable. And it's not really being authentic. And at the end of the day, it's not helping others either, because they need to learn to be responsible for themselves, right? So pretty much this is what I can see from the cards. And now let me get some astrological messages. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1 and what is 2023 going to bring for them? Okay. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 1 and what is 2023 going to bring for them? What is 2023 going to bring for pile number 1? Okay, so let's see. 6th house. This is a house of service. So this goes hand in hand with this message here. If you are an artist, you can offer all work to the divine, making it God's alone. I offer this for the highest good, to benefit the planet. So see your work as an act of service. 1st house. This is about focusing on yourself, putting yourself first. 9th house, this is about travel and higher education. 4th house, this is about your home base. Very interesting. Okay, let me see what these other cards are saying. The Sun, am not surprised. Confirmation of everything that I said. Mercury, this is also, Mercury to me is also kind of a confirmation, but I'm gonna get, okay. I'm gonna get to it. Libra. Scorpio, am not surprised because you have all that 8. Number 8 is very much Scorpio because it's the 8th house. Okay, so what do we have here? Some confirmations here. For some of you, this could literally be that you're moving abroad because you have the 4th house and the 9th house. For some of you, I feel like for most of you, actually, you're going to have some amount of travel, maybe more than usual during this year because of the 8 of Wands. But also with the 8 of Wands, it's really important to understand that for you, 2023 is energetically clear. So a lot of it just depends on you focusing on your goals, right? It doesn't mean that you're not going to have obstacles. There will be unpredictable situations with this Wheel of Fortune, but you can handle them, okay? At the end of the day, with the 8 of Wands, you have amazing ability to manifest whatever you want this year. And it's also a year when things are going to happen quickly, you know, suddenly, with the Wheel of Fortune and the 8 of Wands as well, with the Fool as well, and the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. So there's a lot of like swift energy here. There's a lot of things that, you know, potentially, this is also the 5 of Pentacles kind of energy, right, to some extent. Be careful because you might get quick opportunities that will require you to act fast. So don't hesitate. When you see something you like, go after that opportunity. And then you have the 6th house. Like I said, to me, this shows you need to focus on others. You need to focus on being of service, right? And it's really interesting because you have the 1st house and the 6th house, right? So on the one hand, it's like, I feel like you have to find that balance between staying true to yourself and, on the other hand, being of service to others, right? So it's like you shouldn't allow others to walk over you, and you should respect your own boundaries, but at the same time, you also have to learn how you can help others, right? And try not to over focus on yourself and your needs and your problems, right? Focusing on being of service can actually help you mentally and emotionally and get you in touch with that creative energy. Because if you sit and, mull over your own problems over and over again, that's just going to make you feel worse if you already have problems. And considering the Five of Pentacles, I'm guessing that at least some of you have probably had some financial troubles in recent history, in the recent past. With the fourth house, there's also going to be some kind of a strong attention needed within your home base, or with a vehicle, or with your mother, or all of these. Sixth house also shows that this is a good year to focus on pets. And it's also a good year to, get your routine together. Focus on your health as well. The first house and the sixth house also are both about the physical body, right? And being healthy and strong. So that's something to focus on. Now, let's get to this part because this is really interesting. Here we have kind of like a confirmation of what I said. Scorpio and Libra, they're kind of dichotomous energies because Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Ketu and Libra is ruled by Venus. So this is to me like a reinforcement to some extent of the theme of first house versus sixth house. It's about you're going to be introverted, you're going to be strong, definitely. With Scorpio, this shows you have tremendous resilience and you have all the resources necessary to achieve whatever you want, and you can handle any challenge this year, right? Even though at first it may seem like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? Or you might go through situations that really seem like you're in beyond your head. But that's not going to be the case. Scorpio is actually a reinforcement of the Wheel of Fortune. So there's going to be some potential transformation this year, like the butterfly and the dragonfly images suggested initially with the oracle cards, right? For some of you, there's definitely going to be a transformation. And I think mostly it's to do with your finances and your career. But considering the fact that you also have the Lovers and then you have Scorpio and you have the Ace of Cups, some of you could start a new passionate relationship, or of course it could be both of these things at the same time. You could also focus on your career and also meet someone new. Mercury is, like I said, this is about work smarter, not harder. This is about being resourceful. Some of you might get a second stream of income, right? This is about potentially starting a side hustle or starting your own business, because Mercury is also about business. And the Sun, of course, is a confirmation of the Lovers. It's a confirmation of these cards with innocence and purity, and the Ace of Cups. So, because all of these things have to do with love, and the Sun is the Leo energy. So this year is about you becoming getting true to yourself, becoming authentic, learning what makes you tick, what makes you happy, going back to basics with respect to your creativity, with respect to your inspiration, right? So it's like I said, you need to find a balance. It's like you have to be that light actually for other people. That's like your job during this year, right? And this is your highest potential for this year. And of course, the Sun also shows that you could have a great ability, you could have a great opportunity to be a leader in some way. So for those of you who work, let's say in a organization or hierarchical structure, you might be promoted to manager. But the Sun just shows that, this year it's going to be about creativity. It's going to be about passion. It's going to be about getting in touch with your essence and your spirit. And I think it's also about independence, I think, for a lot of you, right? And striking that balance between staying true to yourself and being independent on the one hand, and on the other hand, being of service and being diplomatic with this Libra energy here. And also being humble when necessary. And yeah, this is pretty much what I have for you, pile number one. And I hope that you have found this interesting, because I definitely have. So If you have liked it, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and also hit the notifications bell if you want to see when I will post a new video. And also please comment in the comment section with anything you would like to share about this reading or any other readings, maybe suggestions for future topics. I would appreciate that. And of course, if you're interested in a personal reading, I've also linked some I have linked a link to reviews that I've gotten from past clients. So if you're interested in getting a personal reading, you can check those out in the video description. And you can also find my email in the video description. If you're interested in a personal reading from me, you can email me and I will send you a pricing list. And I can also send you some sample readings and other details if you are interested. Thank you, and I will see you at the next reading. Okay, back. So number 11 is actually strength. All right, so that's a good start. Now you have strength, and you have the Emperor. Wow. And you have the 10 of Cups. I'm jealous. The 6 of Wands. What? The Queen of Cups. Sorry, I said, yeah, the 6 of Wands, the Queen of Cups. Let me try to make some space here. The Holy King, number 9. This is, let me see, number 9. I think this is, yeah, the Hermit. This is the Hermit. And the World Tree, meaning the world, I think. Let me check. Yes, this is the world. Okay. Let me get some more cards. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 2? What is 2023 going to bring for them? Yeah, this. So let's see, how many is this? Okay, should I get one more for symmetry? Pile number 2, what's 2023 going to be like for them? All right. So let's see. Wait, I have to pause and fix the... So back. Okay, so you have the 5 of Pentacles. I can't. If you were drawn to pile number 1, definitely check it out. And the 3 of Cups. The King of Swords. The Emperor again. The 5 of Cups. This is interesting. The 4 of Pentacles, and the 10 of Cups again. Wow. Very strong messages from Spirit. What can I say? Very, very strong messages. Wow. Okay, so, pile number 2. I can see there are struggles here. Okay, so the main things that I'm getting, the main messages for you actually, well, can I just say 2023 is mainly going to be a great year for you, because I need to fix this camera again a bit. Okay. It's going to be a great year for you because look at this. You have change, reflection, purity, shadow self. You have the 10 of Cups twice, here and here, and you have the Emperor twice. So this is going to be a year of you getting more stability. If you have been in a long-term relationship, this is potentially a year when you could take the relationship to a next level, get married, maybe, you know, have children, definitely. If you are not in a relationship, this is definitely a year when you could meet someone that could turn out to be a long-term partner that you can start a family with. You have the Emperor twice, so this could be, you know, this is a year of stability. I'm seeing this. You know, you also have a lot of 4 energy here, a lot of 4 and a lot of 10. This is going to be a year when you need to balance your private life with your career. And look at this. Wow. 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Pentacles. So patience here. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. Self-acceptance and travel. So you look at this, you have travel and you have the World card, confirmations. So you, similarly to pile number 1, actually, so if you felt drawn to pile number 1, go check it out, but only if you felt drawn to it, because there's a theme of travel. Okay, so there will be some significant traveling happening this year, potentially. Okay, for some of you, it could even be moving abroad as well, because you have a lot of number 4 and a lot of number 10 as well. So also, you're gonna be focused a lot on family affairs, you know, whether it's your own family that you have with your spouse or your family of origin. It could be somehow the relationship with your parents is going to come into focus this year. This is also a great time for you to heal any past childhood wounds or heal relationships you might have that were tense with various family members. Because of this, look at this, you have reflection and shadow self and change. And this is a year of you reflecting on yourself, reflecting on your behavior, on your life, on basically getting your thoughts in order. You also have the Hermit. So this is like a year when you also will feel probably the need, not necessarily to isolate yourself, like people generally think of the Hermit as showing isolation. For some of you, this could be the case, at least part of the year, that you will feel the need to, you know, withdraw within yourself to make sense of where you stand in life, maybe where you stand with respect to various individuals, relationships, and all this stuff. So it could be that, but for a lot of you, this is that you're just not going to tolerate people who are not part of your soul tribe. You know, you're not going to tolerate people who are not in line with your authentic self. You're basically going to have like a zero bullshit policy this year, right? So you're no longer going to tolerate people around you who are fake, who are, you know, good time friends, who are only there for you when it's convenient, you know, when it's fun to be around. So you're going to be a lot more focused on, you know, meeting people who are your soul tribe, you know, who are similar in values, people who can help you grow spiritually. You're also potentially going to be focused a lot more on spirituality, on, you know, getting in touch with your higher calling, with your higher meaning in life, you know. So there's a lot of like, there's a lot of, also similarly to pile number 1, a lot of focus on authenticity. And oh, look at this, the 6 of Wands. Wow. I'm definitely seeing for some of you, this could be the year you're getting married. Or either you are getting married or someone close to you is getting married. There's going to be some participation to ceremonies, because you also have, look at this, the 3 of Cups. Maybe for some of you, this is like the high school reunion or something. You know, but you have, look at this, you have the 10 of Cups twice, and then you also have the 6 of Wands. So there's going to be some kind of a celebration this year. You're going to get together, you know, with people you really care about. Maybe people you haven't seen in a long time. That's another thing. With a travel energy, it could be that maybe you're traveling to see people like relatives or friends you haven't seen in a long time, or maybe they will travel to see you. I want to talk about the money situation though, because clearly there's a message here. So you have the Five of Cups and you have the Five of Pentacles, which shows, and also the Four of Pentacles, which shows definitely that you have kind of a, I'm going to say it, maybe some of you have a little bit of a fear of poverty, or you have gone through, well, like a lot of people, right, in the past 2 years, you may have gone through a lot of financial struggles, and there might be a tendency, at least part of the year, when you will have to really be frugal. You have to pay attention to your expenses, be careful, you know, not to waste your savings. But at the same time, try not to be, you know, there's like a message here that money is not the meaning of life. You know, it's like, yes, it's important to be frugal and to manage your finances, but don't take it to such an extent that you can no longer let go and enjoy anything, right? And also, don't be cheap, right? There's like this message of like, if you can't afford to share, if you can't afford to donate, then donate. You know, don't be hoarding things just because you think, oh my God, maybe something bad is going to happen in the future. You know, I'm not going to give away extra cash, or I'm not going to give away even my secondhand clothes because who knows what's going to happen. That kind of mentality is actually potentially going to keep you stuck in terms of finances, right? It's going to keep you in this like poverty consciousness thing. You also are going to be, you know, with the Emperor coming out twice and also the King of Swords, you're definitely going to become, I mean, if you haven't been already, but looking at these cards, maybe you already are like this. You're definitely this year going to grow and become very resilient, very wise. You know, like I feel like people are going to come to you as, you know, looking for advice. So this is especially true for those of you who are maybe teachers, or you are some kind of a, you know, you're connecting to a wider audience. This could even be like for influencers. You're going to grow more in popularity. People will respect your opinion. For those of you who work in some kind of hierarchical structure, you might see a promotion, an increase in status. So you're definitely going to become, you know, very wise, very rational. But there's also a message here that you need to relax and enjoy yourself. You know, you're definitely the strong and dependable type. At least this is going to be your general energy during this year. Like a lot of people are going to come to you for advice, for moral support. You know, maybe you have a lot of people depending on you. You might have an increase in responsibilities this year. This is also kind of going hand in hand with the Ten of Cups. So like for some of you, this could be a year when you might have children, or somehow if you have children, this might be a year when somehow your responsibilities will increase toward your children. But the Five of Cups here speaks of, you know, not crying over spilled milk, right? So if you have had, you know, missed opportunities or sad experiences, which everyone has had, try not to, you know, get stuck over what you have lost, and instead focus on everything you have going for you. There's this strong message of you need to appreciate what you have, and it's repeated twice here with the Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. You know, there's this message of you need to celebrate every little victory you have had in life. Don't lose sight of all the things you have achieved, no matter how small you may think that they are, and focus more on the things you enjoy about your life and what you have accomplished, instead of, you know, focusing on everything that hasn't worked out the way you wanted it to work out. There's also like this really is, and for many of you, this is about, this year is going to be, you know, I'm going to get a little bit into psychology here. I said about working out maybe relationship with early parental figures, and this is going hand in hand with finding a balance between your feminine side and your masculine side, because you have the Queen of Cups and you have all of this four energy. So to me, this, and also the 10 of Cups, and then you also have the Emperor and the King of Swords. So like, there's a message here that you can have both, you know. It's like you can, you know, you can be playful and light and carefree in your free time or whenever you can afford to be, and enjoy life. And at the same time, that doesn't take away anything from your intelligence or your competence or, you know, your value as a person. And there's also a message of like, you know, don't be afraid to ask for help. And this could even be about, I definitely feel like for some of you, this is a perfectionist energy. Like I'm getting perfectionism here. And again, this might have something to do with the parental figures, you know, because usually people who are perfectionists, it's because they've had hypercritical parents or something like that. Because you have this like message of self-acceptance. And there are multiple messages here that kind of show someone who is very status conscious, you know, wants to do the right thing, might be a little bit too controlling. So there's that message of loosening up. It's like, yes, you are strong, yes, you are capable, but don't forget to also laugh and enjoy yourself, you know. And also don't forget to, you know, pat yourself on the back for the things you have achieved so far. So pretty much, I think this is pretty much what I can see from the cards. Let me see what I can get from the astrological messages. So, Spirit, what is pile number 2's year going to be like? 2023. What is this year going to be about? Tell me, Spirit. What is year 2023 going to be about for pile number 2? What is year 2023 going to be like? I think that's enough. So let's see what is going on here. 8th house, transformation. 11th house, gains and friendship. 2nd house is family of origin, like I said, so there's a confirmation here. 5th house, like I said, similar to pile number 1. So this is about enjoying, loosening up. 5th house again. 5th house is just about focusing on love and children again. So this is definitely a confirmation for those of you who have considered having a child. This is a good year for that. The moon, motherhood, right? And the home base and the mother, like I said. And then you have Aquarius. That's about individuality and again, friendship. Gemini, this is also communication, friendship, siblings. Taurus, this is about comfort and the home base to some extent also. Cantu, oh my God. This is a confirmation of the Hermit energy, like I said. So it's about spirituality, you getting in touch with your spiritual purpose in life. And so I'm seeing a lot of confirmations, just further confirmation. So the moon and Ketu actually show that this year you're going to really have to focus on, I feel, developing your feminine side. And like I said, I think balancing the masculine and the feminine in your life. For many of you, this could have to do with becoming a parent, right? Becoming more in touch with that nurturing, mothering side. Also developing your spiritual, intuitive abilities, your creativity. Gemini and Aquarius, this has to do with siblings and friends and communication. And Taurus is, to me, Taurus is kind of like the Emperor a little bit. The Emperor is more like Capricorn, but it's a similar energy because it's earth energy. So I feel like the Taurus energy, this is about enjoying this. Welcome, pile number 3. This is your reading if you have chosen this card over here that says Night Ride, and this little crystal that is a Quantum Quattro. This is going to be the shuffling phase, so you can skip directly to the reading if you don't want to sit through it, because I will be taking my time. So, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the Quantum Quattro crystal? What is 2023 mainly going to bring them? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the Quantum Quattro crystal? What is 2023 going to bring them? Help me choose the right oracle cards. So we have purity. Again, this card came out for every pile so far. Discernment, harmony, reflection. These two came out for pile number 2. So if you feel drawn to pile number 2, you might want to check it out. Sorry, I burped. Okay, so let's see. Compassion. As you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever-deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. Interesting. Self-sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. Interesting. Positivity. If you can find even one thing to be grateful for, it will restore you to the light. Please, dear God, let me always feel gratitude for something, even a tiny thing, in even the hardest situations. Okay. And now I'm going to read, let's see, the description for this card that says Night Ride, number 46. Let's see, number 46. Protector, wonder in the night, big brother, friendship. Big brother, okay. An elephant transports 2 owls on its back, a mother with her young bird child. Protectively, she has folded her wing over the young owl's head. The elephant rides through the night, blowing stars up into the sky through its trunk. Connected with magic and wonder, the elephant is a protector, a strong shoulder to lean on in all times. Even during dark times, you can feel safe and secure beside him. Oh, okay. Already there's like a repeated theme here, but I'm not gonna jump to conclusions yet. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the Quantum Quattro crystal? What is 2023 going to bring them mainly? This wanted to come out. What is 2023 mainly gonna bring them? What is 2023 going to bring them? What is 2023 gonna bring them? This one. So let's see. Page of Athemes, or the Page of Swords. Then you have the Page of Wands, the Star, the Chariot, or the Battle Wagon. Interesting, very dramatic. And this is Strength. Or isn't it Strength? I forgot. Yeah, it's Strength. Yeah, I checked again. I checked just before. Yes, let me see. Yes, it's Strength. The 3 of Swords. Ooh. All right. The 6 of Pentacles. All right. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 3, the people who chose the Quantum Quattro? What is 2023 going to bring them? What is 2023 going to bring pile number 3? I still feel this one. So, the Queen of Cups, the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Magician. Wow! This is a major confirmation of your Oracle card. The Emperor, really, if you feel drawn to pile number 2, definitely check it out. The Page of Pentacles. Wow. Wow. A lot of strong messages here. Knight Ride and Magician. These two are like mirroring each other. Look at this. Harmony, discernment, reflection. And also, there was this other card that I read. Multiple things, actually. This self-sufficiency. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. So there's a strong message here for you that in 2023, you are asked to rekindle your faith. It can be a faith in a higher power. It can be faith in your higher self, whatever it is, but it's about relying on a higher power. It's like relying on the fact that, you know, there is something out there, like a higher plan or God or however you want to call it, that has your back, you know? And basically, I think there's like a message of you should stop being overly controlling and overthinking, because there is a higher plan and you basically have to fall back on this higher source of energy. It's like, as long as you have faith in this higher force, whether you call it God or the universe or whatever, Kali, Durga, or whatever you want to call it, there's very little on the outside that can really shake you up, right? There's very little that can, you know, distract you or seem like it's too much for you to handle. And I definitely see that there's going to be times when you will be tired, when you will feel not just tired, but defensive. Because you have the Three of Swords there and you also have the Nine of Wands, there's like this message that, you know, you're going to become pretty defensive during this year. Probably because of past heartbreaks and disappointments. But despite all of this, look at this. You have the Ten of Cups, the Magician, the Emperor, right? And you have the Chariot and the Strength and the Star. So I'm seeing actually a lot of positive things happening during this year. There's a lot of stability. There's a lot of ability to manifest whatever it is that you focus on with the Magician. And also the Magician is simultaneously telling you you are part of divine source and therefore you have that creative ability to manifest. And look at this, now that I realize it, wow. This is really, the Magician card is about being an alchemist. This is why he has all the elements of the, you know, all of the minor arcana, right? You have pentacles, swords, wands, cups. And not only this, he has a candle that burns at both ends and it has the infinity symbol on its head. And there's like, look at this. So you have this reflection and then you have this picture that shows a candle burning at both ends, which is like a mirror image of a candle. It's almost like so above, you know, as above, so below, that kind of thing. So really, there's a very strong message of, you know, keep the faith. It's like, you know, don't lose faith. Don't get carried away in the trivialities of everyday existence, even though you may think, oh my God, everything is so hard. And, you know, and you might be going through some disappointments as well, I feel, because of that Three of Swords happening. Or there may have been some, you know, heartbreak, significant heartbreak in your recent past. And that has made you, you know, defensive and hyper rational. And I feel like, you know, there's this message of, you know, don't get stuck in, you know, past experiences that have been painful and people that have disappointed you and have hurt you. With the Magician and the Star and the Chariot, this year is about full speed ahead. You know, it's like go forth and conquer the world, basically. This is a year of you taking action. This is a year of you will be put to the test. You also have the Strength card beside it. So you will be put to the test in the sense that, you know, if you show your endurance, your faith, your determination, and you put all your energy into your goals, you will be very well rewarded for it. Look at this. The Ten of Cups is right underneath the Chariot, or the battle wagon as it's called here, right? With the Star, clearly there's a lot of recognition this year, chances of recognition, right? And also you have the Star and you have the Ace of Swords underneath. So to me, this shows that you, especially for those of you who maybe have like an online following, of course, this could just mean more followers, more attention, more recognition, but irrespective of where you work or what you do, you will be getting more recognition, more attention. You will also maybe have a glow up, quote unquote, this year. So like you might be becoming more attractive, right? You might be working more on your physical appearance, and that will attract attention. There's definitely like, you're also going to be favored in teaching. For those of you who want to teach, who want to, again, this could be even online sources. So like if you have some kind of again, could even be a YouTube channel, could be you're selling an online course or a book or something like that, you will be getting a lot of success if you focus on these things. But irrespective, you might be also put in a position where you are a mentor to other people who are less advanced in your professional life. But with the Six of Pentacles, there's a message of it's very important for you to share, right? It's very important for you to help those who are in a lesser position, whether it is through money and donations, whether it is through sharing your knowledge, your time, you know, helping those who are, like I said, like maybe, you know, you're a higher professional and they're at the beginning of their professional career path and all that. So there's this strong message of you need to focus on teaching others, guiding others, and that will bring you a lot of benefits, a lot of good karma. And at the very least, it will keep you from, you know, mulling over potentially past painful experiences. And you also have 3 pages here. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands. So there's like a lot of message that you will be learning a lot this year. It's like, this is especially good for those of you who are considering maybe, you know, going for like a college degree or going for courses. You know, any kind of learning this year is going to be favored. You know, there's like this fresh, young energy, this kind of Peter Pan energy where you're going to be looking towards the world with new eyes. This, you know, and I feel like everything is like really going hand in hand here. Compassion, right? You have this card with compassion, and I feel like that card goes hand in hand with the Six of Pentacles. It's like, probably because of your past heartbreaks, you've become pretty hard-headed, and not hard-headed, hard-hearted, in closed off and maybe defensive. And you also have the Queen of Cups here. So this year, it's important for you to get out of your shell, you know. And also, this is really funny because like there's a message of mirrors here, reflection, and this image here. And you know, it's like, I remember reading this ages ago where it said that becoming an adult is looking past it's looking through the mirror, right? It's like up until the point where you're I mean roughly 30, but of course it's relative. You keep looking into the mirror trying to figure out who you are, and then as you get older, you start to look beyond the mirror and realizing there's an entire world out there, right? And I feel like that's kind of like what the message is here. It's like, you know, the way to overcome your problems and your heartbreak is to help other people with their problems and their heartbreak, right? Or help other people to grow and to empower them and share your knowledge and maybe your time and your resources if you have finances to share, right? And yeah, so overall, I'm seeing a lot of great energy here. Also with the 10 of Cups, I mean, this is a great time for you to get married if you have, you know, if you have started a serious relationship as well. And if you haven't started a serious relationship, this is a good year for you to find someone that you can potentially settle down with. I'm seeing a lot of basically success, provided that you don't stay in your comfort zone. And it's like this card says, right? You need to, every time you have doubt or you feel lonely or you feel stressed or you feel like you cannot handle something, always fall back on that feeling of like, there is a higher power, there is a higher plan, and my energy comes from source. You know, nothing on the outside can really influence me. So this is pretty much like, let me see what I can get from the astrological notes. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile 3? What's going to happen for them in 2023? What's going to happen for them 2023? So let's see. You have the 7th house, potential marriage. 5th house, romance, creativity, fun, teaching. 5th house is a confirmation of teaching. 3rd house, this is about you having courage. This is, the 3rd house to me is the Chariot energy. It's about you going forth and pursuing what it is you want. 1st house, putting yourself first, taking care of your physical appearance. 8th house, transformation. So it could be a transformation of your physical appearance for some of you. Here we have Jupiter. Oh my God. 3rd confirmation of teaching. Jupiter is the planet of teachers. Mars is the Chariot energy, like I said. So this year, you're going to be full of enthusiasm. You're going to have an increase of confidence. Taurus is about enjoying the finer things in life, peace and quiet in the home. Rahu, this is about foreign culture. It's really interesting. And it's also about media. This to me is like the star energy. You might get more clout. Ketu, this is also about spirituality. So you're also going to be more spiritual and simultaneously more materialistically successful. Saturn, it's about, oh my Lord. This is about you becoming, you know, hardworking. You know, I'm going to get into, wait, just let me get all of them. Scorpio, I'm not surprised, okay. Scorpio, actually Ketu is the co-ruler of Scorpio, so this is like a reinforcement. But what I was going to say here, this is like a confirmation of multiple of these energies, right? So because you have Saturn, Mars, and Jupiter, because you have Saturn here, this shows me this year, nothing is going to come without effort. This is the main thing you need to understand. You have the drive, you have the know-how, you will have the inspiration. Jupiter is not just about teaching, it's also about faith. Because it is the planet that rules Pisces and Sagittarius. So there's like a lot of confirmations here that go back to this, you know, magician, God, you know, this self-sufficiency card that said, you know, falling back on God. Basically, this is the year of you falling back to your faith. Whenever you have doubts of like, you know, go back to that sense of faith, having faith in yourself, having faith in what it is you want to achieve, that is going to carry you through. It's like, look at this chariot energy. It's like full speed ahead, right? The universe is telling you, this is it. This is the year when you can get stuff done. If you have procrastinated, if there has been something you have been meaning to do for a long time, this is the year when everything is aligning that you can do it, provided that you put in the effort. And the Saturn is a confirmation of the strength energy as well. And you know, the Magician as well, because this Saturn is about being hands-on. It's about not leaving anything to chance. It's planning, it's about resilience, it's about patience, it's about putting in the effort day by day and understanding that it will take time to see results, right? And the Mars and the Jupiter is a lot of energy. The Rahu is the clout, right? Like, especially if you have you know, media presence, this shows an increase of your popularity with the Rahu. It also potentially shows you might be dealing with a lot of foreigners, and with, again, not how, wow, like Ketu and Jupiter are literally the two planets. Ketu is actually the south node of the moon, so it's not a planet, it's a point, but these are the two signifiers in astrology, the only two signifiers that, well, when it comes to planets and points, that have to do with faith and spirituality. So there are multiple, like, literally Ketu is like the fourth confirmation that you need to focus on spirituality and God during this year, right? So, and lean back on your faith and have faith in yourself and in a higher power. Have faith in a higher power and the fact that this higher power is on your side, basically. That's how I would read it. And like I said, with the first house and the 8th house, you could be seeing some transformation in your physical appearance. This is a good year to focus on transformation and change of all kind. The 3rd house, this is about your willpower being tested. Your endurance is going to be tested. This is also a great year to start your own business. If you have considered doing that, or if you already have your own business, this is a great year to grow your business, especially by using the online media. And last but not least, this is actually a great year to get married or to meet someone for a prospective long-term relationship. 5th house and 7th house are the two houses that have to do with relationships. So really amazing confirmations and really amazing cards. I mean, so if you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video, and also comment in the comment section if you have enjoyed it, and maybe if you have suggestions for future readings, I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you're interested in a private reading, I do private readings, and I have left a link in the video description with reviews that I've gotten from clients for readings that I've done on this separate platform for a few months. And also, if you're interested in getting a private reading, you can email me at the email in the video description, and I can send you sample readings and a pricing list and further information. Thank you. So welcome, pile number 4. This is your reading if you have chosen this purple agate stone crystal and or this card that says Eva or Eva. And this is going to be the shuffling phase, and you can skip directly to the interpretation if you don't want to sit through it. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4, the people who chose the purple agate crystal? What is 2023 going to bring them? What are the main themes of 2023? Help me choose the right oracle card, Spirit. What can you tell me about 2023 for the pile number 4? People who chose the purple agate crystal. Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4, the people who chose the purple agate crystal? What is 2023 going to bring for them? What is 2023 going to bring for them? All right, so let's see. We have ancestors. Interesting. And we have peace, discernment, release. Okay, it's already like I'm already seeing the patterns here, but I'm not going to say anything yet. Service. You stop using the universe to try to get what you want and start asking love to use you. You offer all and want to be of service. Ironically, many desires become fulfilled without grasping or manipulation. Doubt. Offering all to the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to faith and confidence. Relationship. I call in the infinite power of love to take over this union in every way. May it now fully belong to the divine. Let it unfold in the perfect way for each of us. I needn't fear letting go of control. My needs are always abundantly met. I was laughing because I get relationship and then you have Eva. You know, Adam and Eve. Okay, I'm already seeing a pattern here. But I'm gonna read from the booklet. I'm gonna read the description, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna keep my conclusions for after the tarot cards. So Eva, duplicity, deception, caution. Out of the jungle steps a woman, half of her body covered with exotic plants and flowers. A snake wriggles around her neck. The woman presents herself like a sweet fruit to be picked. She offers excitement and novelty, but be careful. Her kiss could be as toxic as the bite of a snake. Like a deceitful friend or lover, her unreadable countenance masks her true intentions. Ooh. That got dark really quick. Okay. I'm gonna see what the cards say. Okay, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4? What can you tell me about pile number 4? What is 2023 going to bring for them? What is 2023 going to bring for pile number 4, Spirit? Help me choose the right card. The 9 of Pentacles, the 2 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the King of Cups, or the King of Chalices, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles right next to the word service here, the Oracle. Wow. Wow. Like, Spirit is very suggestive. Let me see some more cards. Spirit, what is pile number 4 going to focus on in 2023? What are the main themes of their lives? What is pile number 4 going to focus on in 2023? The 8 of Pentacles again. The 2 of Pentacles under the 2 of Swords. Wow. The Page of Swords. The Knight of Cups. The 5 of Pentacles. The 7 of Wands. The Sun. Oh, nice. Very nice. Now I need to clarify some stuff. Okay. Spirit, what does the 2 of Swords stand for? What are the 2 paths shown by the 2 of Swords? Please clarify this for me. Okay, so let's see. We have, oh my. The Tower and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, can you please clarify the Tower, please? Please clarify the Tower for me. Please clarify the Tower, Spirit. What does this tower stand for? Oh, no. My suspicions have just been validated. Okay, what does the Knight of Pentacles stand for? Eight of Wands. Very nice. So, let me break this down. Okay, there's a lot to break down here. I'm going to get these cards and, I don't know, leave them here somewhere. If they can stay, okay? Okay. So remember that the Two of Cups came out to clarify the Tower, and the Eight of Wands came out to clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Right, so two main themes that I have here that I have picked up on in this spread. So there's a theme of a new relationship here. For those of you who are already in a relationship, and I'm going to jump to the negative expression just to get it out of the way. I feel like for some of you, there could be some deceit happening in a relationship. Either you are deceiving, not judging, or your partner could be deceiving you. And the reason I say this is because you have this about relationship, this oracle card, and then you have this card Eva about a deceitful person that shows herself as temptation. And then you have one of the paths of the Two of Swords is the Tower, and it's signified by the Two of Cups. So worst case scenario, this could show some form of infidelity here. Like, could be, maybe it's not even about infidelity. This could show you deceiving yourself about a certain person. Like, someone could turn out to be not who they seem like they were. This can either be someone you have met maybe in the relatively recent past, or it's someone you haven't met yet and you will be meeting this year. So it's a good idea to be cautious. All right, so that was one thing that I picked up on right away. And then another thing, there are actually two other main things. The Eight of Pentacles came out twice. So this shows this year is definitely going to be you focusing on work, a lot of work. Also because you have the Five of Pentacles, you have the Two of Pentacles. So to me, this shows you could be juggling multiple, either professions or, you know, multiple activities. Okay, let me put it like that. So you could be, let's say you're starting a side hustle and you're also work full-time, or maybe you have a family and you have kids to take care of and you also have to work full-time, or you're going to school and you are working, you know. So there's like, you know, there's a lot of activity. There's going to be a need for you to be very good at time management. So I'm telling you this right now, you need to focus on learning about time management, prioritizing tasks in order to make the most of this year, because there are a lot of good things being promised here. Look at this, the sun. Here comes the sun, ding, 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 ding. The Beatles. So there's a lot of good things being promised. There's a lot of you leaving behind bad things that have happened. And that gets me to the third major theme. Look at this. You have ancestors, release, discernment, peace, and then you have the Six of Swords. So this is a year when you're going to be, I mean, this could sound really dramatic, but for some of you, you are releasing ancestral karma during this year. And I know some people don't believe in that, but I personally do believe in it. And it's even written in the Old Testament. You know, there are things like family curses, ancestral karma that gets passed down through the bloodline, blah, blah, blah. At the very least, it's something like transgenerational trauma, right? So this is going to be a good year for you to seek therapy, to seek seek to analyze yourself, to understand yourself. to release, you know, to release a lot of the trauma, a lot of the pain that has happened in your past, especially with respect to your family lineage. It's really interesting because you have this, like, you see what I'm seeing here, a dichotomy here of literally the Madonna and the whore archetypes. I'm sorry if I'm offending anyone, but look at this, right? The woman with the baby with peace, and then you have Eva. And then you have the new relationship thing. So definitely I'm getting, like, for some of you this year, you might be tempted, okay, outside of a relationship. If you already are in a long-term relationship, this is irrespective of gender, even though this is about women here in these images. But you might have to deal with some kind of temptation, right? You might be bored in your relationship or something, and all of a sudden someone else shows along. And be careful, right? Be very careful. Because look at this. You're going to have two paths of development this year. Two main paths of development shown by the Two of Swords. One of them was the Tower, and it's clarified by the Two of Cups. And the other one is the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Wands. So to me, this shows that if you pursue this new relationship, this is especially for those of you, especially if you are in a relationship and you're considering leaving that relationship for someone new. But this could also be for those of you who are meeting someone new that might turn out to be not what you thought they were. So be very careful, right? Because what I'm seeing here is if you take the path of the new relationship, there's going to be a Tower moment in your life. Now, the Tower moment is not always a bad thing. That just shows upheaval, transfer. It does show something potentially traumatic and chaotic and something you're going to have to overcome, a challenge, right? Things collapsing around you, a change of the status quo. But maybe for some people that's a necessary step, right? Destruction is the first step in order to clean the slate and start anew in some situations. So that depends on your personal circumstances, right? But a Tower moment could also mean that you realize you messed up and you made a mistake, and now your world is collapsing around you, right? Then the second option, the second path, shows the Knight of Pentacles clarified by the Eight of Wands. So this shows if you keep it, right? If you keep your eyes on the prize and stay clear on what your life wants to look like, create a vision for what your life wants to look, what you want your life to look like, and you stay true to that, and you don't get sidetracked by temptation, even if that temptation is shown in the form of an attractive new romantic prospect, right? Eventually you will get there, because the Knight of Pentacles is about slow and steady wins the race, right? I feel like this is a message of, like, don't throw away, you know, what you have worked for a long time for something bright, new, and shiny, right? Some kind of a bright distraction. Most likely this is going to be a person, according to the cards. But maybe this is also like a potential business partner, right? Someone who's like, hey, quit your job and join me in investing in this, I don't know, pyramid scheme, right? So there's like this message of, like, be wary about this new partnership, right? Because it could lead to a Tower moment for you. Aside from that, right, there's a strong message that you need to focus on your career. There's a strong message that this is a great year to pick up new skills, to practice your skills because of the Eight of Pentacles, a growth in career path. But everything has to be slow and steady wins the race, right? Don't fall for quick schemes, quick get rich quick schemes, especially with the Five of Pentacles here. There's a strong message of, like, you are pretty worried about your finances. So you might be tempted even more so to go for, you know, getting quick rich quick schemes, right? So be careful about that. Five of Wands shows you are going to be dealing. Also, you might be traveling. That's another thing. If you are presented with the opportunity of traveling, you should take that, because it could actually help you with your growth professionally and financially. And it also shows you're going to have to deal with putting yourself in other people's shoes. So having clear communication. This could be connected to your profession, but this could also have something to do with that ancestor trauma thing. Like maybe the key to you should try to understand your ancestors and what they went through. This could be very specific for some of you, right? King of chalices, or the King of Cups, this show, and also with the Sun, you could be progressing to, you know, a leadership position, a managerial position for some of you. And for many of you, this is about you getting in touch with your inner child and inspiration, happiness, you know, doing what you love, I think. You know, maybe getting in touch with new hobbies and being authentic, right? Being authentic to yourself, to your spirit. But the Sun being here after the Six of Swords and after the Seven of Wands, and also underneath the Six of Pentacles, right? And also the Service card. Be generous. This is about forgetting your worries and taking care of other people in order to forget your worries, right? Don't get caught up in what is wrong in your life and mull over it over and over, because that's only going to keep you stuck. The way to overcome your pain and your hardships is by helping others, being of service, right? And doing it selflessly. Actually, I feel like there's a message that the solution to your problems, even financially, is through guiding others, through taking on leadership positions, situation where you are like the light to other people, you are the inspiration to other people. You're being generous with your time, your resources, your information, whatever information you possess. And you learn to be of service for the sake of service without expecting anything in return. And that is how you're going to grow financially and professionally. So this was what I could see through a card. And now I want to see what the astrological messages are. Let me see, Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4 in 2023? Spirit, what can you tell me about pile number 4 in 2023? I'm not getting anything else. So let's see. 7th house. This could be about business. 7th house is literally the house of partnership, right? So this could be about business partnership. 11th house is about friendship and gains. 11th house again, friendship and gains. Older siblings as well. Let me see what else is going on here. Ketu, spirituality, taking on a spiritual perspective on life. Aries, you need to be assertive this year. Leo, which is ruled by the Sun, confirmation of Sun energy. The Moon as well. The Moon is about ancestors. It's about, the Moon is the mother archetype, right? Libra, more partnership. Libra and the 7th house are hand in hand because they are about the partnership. They're about marriage, actually. And Jupiter, this is about teaching. This is about faith as well. Interesting. If you feel drawn to pile number 3, maybe check it out because you have some similar energies. So what I wanted to say is 7th house and Libra here. There's like a confirmation that, I mean, for some of you, look, best case scenario, you might get married this year. Best case scenario. But I feel like this especially applies for those of you who already have been in a relationship before 2023. With the 11th house, there's a lot of focus on investments. 7th house can be about business partnership, starting your own business, investing. 11th house is about gains from your professional life, from your career. So you will be seeing an increase in your finances and your profession, but it's not going to be in your professional success, I mean, but it's not going to be without effort. And you are especially favored in terms of travel, growth, teaching, like I said, educating yourself, philosophy, religion, spirituality. If you are interested in any of these things, this is the time to go for it. Aries means this is the time to be assertive, right? This is not the time to wait for other people to help you out. I mean, you can ask for help, actually. And with Libra and Aries coming out together, this shows that you're going to have to balance actually being diplomatic and being assertive and true to yourself. You need to find that sweet spot. You know, this is why communication is very important. You need to be diplomatic this year, right? Especially when it comes to your professional dealings. Ketu is about past lives also. So Ketu and the moon together, to me, is a confirmation of the ancestors card, right? So there's something coming up this year about ancestral karma. Something, or at the very least, it's literally about your family lineage, especially your mother's side of the family, I think. But actually, the sun came out as well, so it can be both the mother and the father lineage, right? But there's something about your family. Maybe some secret is gonna come out about your family, right? Or you're gonna feel the need to share a secret about your family during this year. But you're going to have to process some kind of a trauma or like some kind of, you know, karma from your ancestral lineage during this year. And Leo is just a confirmation that, you know, this is your time to shine. This is your time to shine from within, right? From your light, from your inspiration, from your inner energy, what makes you happy, what makes you kick, what makes you feel alive and happy. Getting in touch with your inner child as well. And Leo is also about teaching. So there's definitely a strong energy here of you, I think, most likely being of service through teaching, through sharing knowledge for a lot of you. Yeah, and you're going to see an increase in popularity, most likely, provided that you work on your craft and also provided that you balance, you know, you keep that diplomatic touch. Manage to balance, you know, your assertiveness, your leadership ability with your ability to be diplomatic and to connect with an audience. And I think it's especially important for you to connect in one-on-one situations here, either directly with an audience. Actually, the 11th house also shows wide crowds of people. So again, this kind of leads me to teaching, you know, or having like social media following, although I'm not seeing that so strongly here. Right? But basically, I'm seeing a lot of growth professionally, especially spiritually, and psychologically. You're going to be analyzing yourself a lot. So this is pretty much what I can see for you, pile number 4, and I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you have, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notifications bell to see when I will post a new video. Also, please comment in the comment section with any feedback you would like to give. And also, if you are interested in a personal consultation, I do call personal readings on tarot subjects. You can check out the video description. I will leave further information there. And you can email me at the email address in the video description. I can send you a pricing list, and I can send you, you know, reviews from previous clients, as well as some sample readings if you are curious to see them. Thank you. And I hope you have a good 2023.